So you bought yourself the Mini 3 Pro drone and maybe you're going to want to accessorize. So today I'm going to show you the top 6 accessories from Skyreat that maybe you're going to want to buy to give yourself more of a complete kit and protection for your Mini 3 Pro drone. Let's have a look. So welcome once again to the channel. Today, as I say, we've got a bunch of accessories here from Skyreat. So Skyreat, thank you very much for sending those over to me. What we've got is a waterproof hard shell case, a hard shell case, which is more of a softer shell case. We have screen protectors, propeller holders, a 6-pack of ND filters, and on top of that we have the propeller guards. So first off, we've got the waterproof hard shell case from Skyreat. Now it is made of good solid sturdy material. It has 2 locking mechanisms here and here, and it opens up to produce the empty case. This fits in your Mavic 3 Pro drone, your RC controller, the battery charging hub, 2 batteries, and room for your cables and other accessories that come with the bundle for your Mini 3 Pro. It's a very sturdy case and it's really well made. It's got the egg crate foam insert there to give it a bit of added protection on the top. You can also put the Mini 3 drone in with the propeller holders, but you do have to put it in upside down because it just won't fit in the opposite way. On top of that, you've then got the space for the remote control, which goes in no problem. You do also have a space at the bottom for other accessories that you might need. Maybe you've got some extra bits and bobs that you want to put in to the case to keep it as one complete kit, but it does fit in the remote control no problem. You do have space for the charging hub that goes in quite easily. You can also put the drone in with its battery. As you can see, I have 5 batteries in total, and there's space here for 2 extra batteries. So in total you've got the space for 6 batteries, all inclusive on this case. The foam insert, as you see here, is made out of very durable material, very strong foam, shall we say. The only thing I would say about this case is it's a little too tight on the edges. I think over time it's going to expand ever so slightly, so it's a little easier to get in and get out. Whilst this case is sat as it is, it's a bit difficult to get in and to get it out without actually, as you can see, it's a little tight, but you can get it in and out. Now, I have spoken to Skyreat about this section being just a little bit too tight, and they've assured me that the new edition of this case that they're going to be bringing out is a redesign of this case, so it houses everything and just opens it up ever so slightly. But aside from that, it's not a big problem, because when you take out the charging hub and the battery, you can just push on the top there and get this out no problem. With the charging hub, again, it's a bit of a tight fit, but it does go in, and the same with your extra battery. Put it in and it's nice and secure. All in all, it's a very well made case and I would highly recommend it. You can also close the lid like so, and it has space for padlocks either side if you want to lock it up and get it away from the kids so they're not getting into it and getting to your precious drone. Next we have another hard shell case, but this is made of softer material. It's not as hard and as durable as the other one, but it still does protect the Mini 3. Very simple. Got 2 zips here. You can open it up, close it up very easily. And this one opens up nice and easy. On the top, you've got a extra compartment, and it does come with a strap if you need it. You can put all your accessories and bits and bobs in there, and it fits them quite well and quite neat. Again, with the drone, you can put it in facing down without the propeller guard on, but if you want to put it in with the propeller guard on, you're going to have to put it in upside down, and it does fit in nice and snug. Now, once again, you have the space here for the charging hub, and it fits nice and easy. It's not as tight fitting as the other hard case that I've just shown you. It's a little bit looser and it's a little bit easier to get things in and out. You can store this with a battery in the drone, and you've got space for 3 batteries in the charging hub. On top of that, you've got the space for the remote controller, and it does fit in really snug, and this one is really easy to get out, no problem. It's made of good solid material. Again, it's got like a felt lining, shall we say, and you've got a little extra space for your cables and SD cards and so on. It closes up nice and easy. You can lock it, and you do have a carry handle, and on either side you've got little straps, holders for the inclusive strap. Keeps your drone nice and compact and protected. So again, I would highly recommend this one. I actually prefer this one over the hard case just because it's a little easier to get in and out. So as you know, the Mini 3 Pro comes with the RC controller with a built-in screen. Maybe you're going to want to put a screen protector on, and Skyreat do provide them. You do get 2 in a pack on this. I've already put one on, messed it up, so I've kind of put the second one on, and I kept the other one inside here to show you. You get a microfiber cloth, you get some screen wipes to clean the screen down before you apply this screen protector, but inside you do get a hard plastic. Now this is the one that I messed up. In order for me to test it out and give you a good product review, I needed to put it on and find it, but I couldn't fit this one on properly because I got the tiniest speck of dust on and it creates like a little bubble. So be mindful of that when you do put these on. Be in a dust-free area, be in a completely dust-free zone, because I tell you now, the slightest speck of dust that finds its way on there that you don't see, you're definitely going to see when you put this on, because it just forms, I don't know if you can see that, it forms a bubble. There's one on the remote here. I did quite well, but the tiniest speck, and I didn't want to replace it because, you know, I'm not really bothered about this bit. Very easy to apply, but like I say, make sure that you do clean the remote thoroughly, be in a completely dust-free zone, and then apply it. Next on the list we have this propeller holder, which is from Skyreat. You've got a soft rubber strap on the side with a locking notch there. It does fit over quite well. It fits one way only, and I'm going to show you that now. This little notch here is what goes in between your propellers. Like so. You turn it round, make sure your propellers are touching each other, pull it over and you can see the notch, and then you just fit that piece into there, and then make sure it's all just situated. And yeah, it keeps them secure, stops them getting pulled and snagged when you put them in. And as I say, on the two cases that I've just shown you, you can put your drone in with this on, but you do have to put it in upside down. It just won't go in situated like that. In my honest opinion, I think it could do with being just a fraction looser, but the way it is right now, it doesn't cause any pressure on the propellers. I recommend buying this one. Like I say, it's probably the best one out there that I can see on the market today. Next we have the propeller holders for the Mini 3. Now, I don't use these, never have, don't see the need of them. But if you're a beginner, these are brilliant. Putting these on this drone, it's very simple. These are for indoor use only. If you're not used to flying drones and you don't know how to steer and the orientation of the control sticks whilst this drone's in flight, these are a good addition to put on. Each one has a, I don't know if you can see that, each one tells you rear right, right front, left rear and left front. So the left rear and the left front are the ones that are going to fit together. Just push it in, that's one half. They don't fit on any other drone because the arms on this Mini 3 is way longer than the arms of the Mini and the Mini 2. They're only compatible with the Mini 3. So you put one arm in, turn this over, lock it in, put that one in, lock it in. Very easy to put on. Only use these indoors or on a day where there's absolutely zero wind, because I'll tell you now, even in the slightest breeze with these on, the drone cannot handle it. And I'll show you a clip now. There was a slight breeze coming through the garden whilst I had these on in flight, and the drone just doesn't take to having these on. The wind that's coming through these areas here, it's creating rotor turbulence, and as you see in the clip, it's just wobbling. And in any moderate wind, I think you take the risk of potentially damaging this drone if it capsizes, turns over or just blows away because of the amount of drag that's caused by having these on. So now we've got a 6-pack of ND filters. These come in a aluminium body. You can get plastic versions too. These come in a pack of 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and you also get a CPL, which is a circular polarized lens. The brilliance about this case, as opposed to most of the cases online that you can find for ND filters, is the original front camera mount. You can actually put this in the case and you can close the case no problem. All the other cases that I've seen online or people doing reviews of, you can't put the original camera mount into the cases because the cases are just generally too small. So massive shout out to Skyreat for doing that. Well thought out and well done. So why do you need ND filters, you might ask? I've done a few videos on ND filters. Putting a different ND filter on is entirely your choice, depending on the type of day it is. If it's a cloudy day, you'd put an ND8. If it's really sunny, you'd put a 32, 64, maybe even a 128. These essentially limit the amount of light that goes into the camera lens, and by changing the ISO to roughly 100 to 200 and the shutter speed to double the frame rate, you will end up with the good quality cinematic motion blur that we naturally see with our eyes and that you see in most movies too. They're essential for limiting the amount of light that comes into the lens. These generally keep the same level of exposure when you're turning if you put the right ND filter on for that type of day. Now the way these go on is very simple. It works exactly the same way as the Mavic Air 2. You simply hold your gimbal, make sure everything's powered off beforehand, and you simply twist anti-clockwise and you should hear a little click, and then you can just pull it off. And to put it on is exactly the same in reverse. So these are available at Skyreat. I swear by these ND filters. I use them all the time. The quality of the footage that you get from using these is absolutely amazing. You'll see now on these clips the type of quality of footage that you get. I've not had any issues when you put them on. No gimbal errors. I've not noticed any vignetting around the edges. These are essentially a necessity for getting good quality cinematic footage. So pick yourself up a pack of 6 and you'll notice the difference straight away. So that is essentially my top 6 accessories from Skyreat for your Mini 3 Pro drone. Now I will put a link in the description, and they have a Amazon website and an actual website, but I'll put a link in the description for the Amazon store for you. I've got more content coming for the Mini 3 Pro and some tutorials, some tech stuff, some more cinematics. Stay tuned for that. If you like what you see and you want to watch more great content, don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and hit that bell so you can get notified as and when more videos are uploaded. Thanks ever so much for watching. That's been my review, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.